Suzanne Heward is the creator of the Mid-Michigan Business Wrap, and every once in a while, she adds an expert panelist. Would you like to introduce our newest panelist for her maiden voyage?
Oh, I have the honors. We'd like to introduce Katrine Medawar. She's been in the industry for over 30 years or 25 years, and she definitely has a unique approach, and we are very, very excited to have her on our show.
Thank you so much. I really feel welcome. Thank you.
Well, we'll make you even feel a little more welcome. We have a little present I brought for you there.
You know how I love lemons.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a big glass jar of lemons with some yellow flowers and a yellow Tweety bird sticking out.
We have to explain, though, why.
Why you love the lemons. Pull that microphone a little bit closer to you there, if you would.
For all of you.
There you go.
I just before I begin, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. This group is just a wonderful group of experts, and you truly know what you're talking about. And I'm learning something from each and every one of you every day, and truly I'm honored to be with all of you. It's if just to get to know you on a personal level, but I'm learning a lot more about the businesses that you are in, so thank you. And Suzanne, you are a wonderful woman. You truly know what you're doing in bringing these people together. And thank you for including me. And to Michael, you have a special way of getting the best from each and every one of this group. And I hope that you will get that from me as well. So I'm going to put you to the test.
Okay. As for the lemons.
As for the lemons, I grew up in Beirut, Lebanon, and Beirut is known for beautiful lemon trees. And so I grew up loving the smell of the blossoms. And I also, my mom and dad always put lemon on everything. Whenever mom cooked, it had to have lemon. So as you know, when I go out to eat, I order every dish and then please a side of extra lemons. So thank you so much. I will love these and put them to use at home.
And when we talk about, when she says a side of lemons, she means 10 lemons. That's about how many they have to do. Tell us a little bit about your business. Obviously, there's a lot of awareness, having been in business, 30 years now here in the Lansing area. But tell people for the first time, because you met a lot of the people on the program here for the first time by listening to it.
Yes.
So now it's your turn.
And you know, in listening to the program, I was very impressed. I liked hearing something about your business. I also liked what you contributed on a personal level to this group. And then I learned more about the business through you, and I thought, wow, people know about Medawar Jewelers. We've been in town forever, but they really don't know much about Katrine or much about Pierre or Christina or Jean-Pierre. So I hope that in the coming months, you'll get to know a little bit about us on a more personal level. This is a third-generation business, Medawar Jewelers is. I joined the family 25 years ago. My background is in psychology, but Pierre kind of took me away from that, and I love jewelry, of course, so I studied GIA and became more equipped to grade diamonds. I love diamonds, who doesn't? And the business grew from there. We started with one location, and now we have 4 in Michigan. But the family, the extended family, has stores all over Michigan and 2 in California.
The 2 locations here in the Lansing area, near the Lansing Mall
Yes.
on Saginaw Highway.
Exactly, in Okemos, 2 blocks west of the Meridian Mall. We also have a location in Jackson and one in Portage.
You talked about background in psychology. That probably comes into play in the jewelry store because you get people who are nervous, excited, they're having an emotional moment, trying to pick the right object. Tell me a little about how that psychology comes into play.
It really has helped me, my training in psychology, because I already loved people. And I like to learn a little bit more about people and their personal life. So when they come into the store, it's usually never about jewelry. It has to do with a special occasion. It has to do with a feeling, with maybe sadness, with happiness. So it's a good thing that I have a little bit of training in that. But more than anything else, Michael, my love for what I do, and it really stems from the love of God that I have in my heart. I love people. And so when they come into the store, it's a treat for me, and it's a pleasure for me when they come in. And I look forward to serving.
So when someone comes in and they're going to buy an engagement ring, let's say, usually it's a guy And a guy doesn't know much about jewelry, right? Doesn't know anything about diamonds. He just knows he wants his, well, first he wants her to say yes, and he doesn't want to undershoot, right? So what are the questions, what are the psychology that goes into helping someone pick the right engagement ring?
Well, what I want more than anything is for this person to have an experience with Madawar Jewelers, a good experience. So I begin by asking questions about the person and then their loved one. Tell me a little bit about her. What is she like? What does she do? Is she more traditional in style? Is she more contemporary? And so I try to gauge that person. I draw a picture in my mind of that woman. And then I begin to point to things in the case that would be suitable for that person's style and lifestyle. And it usually works pretty well.
What about budget considerations? You know, you have this very upmarket reputation at Madawar Jewelers for having very expensive, very fine jewelry. Not everybody has, you know, a cartload of yen to buy diamonds with. So how do you deal with those people?
Well, I take that issue very seriously because I want to help people and I want them to stay within their means and within their budget. I'm always happy to be able to provide them with something that suits their personal, budget. But at Madawar Jewelers, we have taken that matter so seriously. We have a budget for everyone, starting with $200 for a little diamond ring, a promise ring, if you will, all the way up to thousands upon thousands of dollars for a 5-carat diamond.
Is it true that you're supposed to spend what, 2 months' salary on an engagement ring? Is that how the old adage goes? Isn't that true? Is it 4?
No.
Is it 12?
I think Diamond Promotion Services, they came up with this as a standard for the industry, the 2 months salary. But it really doesn't matter. As long as it's coming from the heart and it fits within the budget, I think I can help you find that perfect gift.
I want to ask you, if I can, about a news item that happened yesterday and made the news today. You talked about the extended Madawar family, and some people might be worried about you because they heard that a Madawar Jewelers was robbed in Plainfield in Grand Rapids. That's Paul is your brother-in-law.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, every once in a while we have situations like this. It's happened at the Okemos store a couple of times. But every day that we wake up and everyone is healthy and happy and safe is a good day for us at Madawars. But yes, they did have a sad experience, but no one was hurt. They were able to be apprehended. Thank you to God and thanks to the law enforcement in Plainfield Township and to all the law enforcement in Michigan, where we have all of our stores. Time and time again, when that's happened, the people have been apprehended and they have been put in jail and prison. And it's such a sad thing. And it continues to happen time and time again. And the lesson is, you're going to be caught. Please stay away from our stores and everybody else's store.
Because there are very secret security measures that come into play. But apparently armed robbers went into the store in broad daylight and with a gun and stole Rolex watches, caused some havoc in the store, and crashed their car when they were driving away into a condominium. It's like the gang that can't shoot straight, I guess. But thank God they're all in. They've been arrested.
They have
and
been.
The car has been recovered. It was a stolen car too.
Of course. The last time that happened, they drove the wrong direction on the highway. As if this is a way to get away. So they were caught again, and thank God that everyone is safe. I just really thank God. Every morning we pray at the stores for God's protection upon the stores. So we are not only protected by the Almighty God, but we are protected by law enforcement all over the place who watch out for our stores.
Do you get people who come back after they get engaged and want to tell you, hey, it went great?
All the time.
They want to share it with you. She really loved it. You were right.
I'm a part of the whole thing. I love being a part of the proposal. Sometimes they ask me, do you have ways? Can you share with us? And some people have wanted me to be there. you know, and they take pictures. They do it at the store. We have a beautiful room. And I'm honored to be a part of it anytime they ask me to be.
You have a lot of celebrities coming and shopping at your store too, don't you? And you can't say their names probably.
Yes, I have lots of them. I keep everyone's secret.
Okay, but I'm one of them. I don't have to be a
I
secret.
was going to say you are.
And
a
my
customer.
14-year-old has suddenly been hooked on jewelry too. He's turning 14 next week, and he likes to come to the store. And he's got a watch, and he's got a necklace now, and he likes it. It's bling.
It just does not help that he is so handsome. He looks so much like his father.
Oh my gosh! So from age 14 to 204, you have items for people of all varieties.
We have something for everyone.
All right, that is Katrine Medawar, Medawar Jewelers, locations near the Lansing Mall on Saginaw Highway, and right there on, very near the Meridian Mall, just a block or two. Right next to Scott Farragon, by the way, his Cartridge World store. You're his neighbor. He's another member of the Mid-Michigan Business Rap, and that is right there on Grand River. And so she is the newest member of the panel. We're going to learn more about her as the weeks and months and years unfold, and we're happy to have her here. When we come back, First Gentleman Dan Mulhern, the governor's husband, author, leadership consultant. He's got his own radio show, and he's got inspiring stories for leading at home and at work. And everybody here on this panel knows that they have to not only be a leader at home with their small businesses, but at home with their small and large families. So stay tuned for that. It's Michael Patrick Shields, Mid-Michigan Business Rap. Find us at spotlightmm.com, and it's brought to you by Dart Development Group. Back in a flash.